Contractors, realtors, and key community members met in Middleton today to showcase the progress of the Efficiency Navigator program. It's a joint effort between both Middleton and Madison to take old affordable housing and install new green installation and heating to cut down on those winter costs. Officials say that addressing climate change can also help a lot of people.
On our side is part of a global commitment, right, that everyone needs to be working towards addressing climate change to some extent. And at the same time, those actions don't need to be something that doesn't help people out. Right?
The finished housing projects can be found all throughout Middleton, and officials hope the number of affordable and environmentally efficient homes continues to grow.